Well, it's good to see more and more preppers coming out of the woodwork and doing something to prepare for what lies ahead in our life. Right now, we're entering a very dangerous period of our country. We have all this fake news, all this propaganda that they put into the National Defense Authorization Act of 2012, and you're getting a lot of false information out there, which isn't good for the country. And what that does is it causes confusion, and confusion causes chaos, and it can ruin the country. So if you prepare now for things, then you won't be confused and dazed and not sure what you're doing. So get on the ball. Pretty bad when things, as a term so dramatic as survival, to describe it, you got to figure that almost 90% of the American people, they live in their cities. Their food and clothing come from the labor of others. Various forms of energy are processed and delivered to their homes by others. The shelter they lived in, was built by others. It's protected from fire and by others from intrusion more or less successfully by others. Because of this common interdependence that you get living in this civilization, we tend to lose sight how vulnerable we really are, how unable we are through our own direct efforts to provide the core necessities which we require to support our lives. Without really being aware of it, most of us have subcontracted almost all our life support activities to other people, corporations, government bodies, and machines. But all that does is contribute to frustration, which is symbolic of modern man, because it's life-threatening should there be an interruption of any of the vital services. What would you do, say, a week from next Wednesday there was no gasoline at the pump, no food in the supermarkets, no electric power or city water, the banks were all closed, and a mob had formed in the center of town, looting and burning out of frustration and fear? Could you and your family survive for even a few weeks where you are right now without additional food or water, or perhaps with little or no fire protection? Now, people, that was written back in December 1976. Keep that in mind. Let me show you some few things here. That's what happens. That was January 1977. See? There's more. It says here there will probably be no warning at all unless you are living at your retreat when the first blast occurs. The odds that you will never reach it. Another advantage to relocating now is establishing your retreat and gives you focus for the rest of your plans. Okay, now here's some scanners, ham radios and stuff like that. More shortwave radios. Emergency food. This is just part of it. This is just part of it. You've got to prepare now, people. It's going to get worse. Now, like I said, this was all the way back in 1976, and people were trying to wake you up then, and nobody wanted to wake up. Nobody. Now, here's Tucker Carlson the other night. Let's see if we can get him going here.
At the same time, a lot of products seem to have gone missing completely. The United States is currently experiencing shortages of chicken, generators, roofing materials, lumber, ketchup, bicycles, diapers, ammunition, automobiles, plastics, appliances, chlorine, pork, propane tanks, among many other things. Keep in mind, this is peacetime.
You got to remember, people, thanks to your Congress, These free trade deals that they negotiated sends all the stuff that used to be made in the United States out of the country. All those people have to do is just slow the stuff down. Guess what? It doesn't come into the country. It doesn't come in. They've subcontracted America out to other countries. And if there's a disruption in it, guess who suffers? The American people. We got to get rid of the free trade deals. We got to get rid of the United Nations. That's a communist organization. They got to be removed by any measures necessary to get them out of this country. Like Khrushchev said, they can take over America without firing a shot. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're new to prepping, make some kind of attempt. Because something's coming down the pike, people. Like I said, confusion turns to chaos. And then everybody gets trampled. Thanks for watching.